Okay, so here's another link sent over by Amik to check out. He says fast forward to 2 hours, 10 minutes. This guy on the right here is an absolute fucking moron. I've seen some clips of him, and he literally says the dumbest shit on the planet. He's a crazy, retarded lefty. But let's see why Amik sent this over. Let's check it out.
Because at first I thought it was the lady who teed her son up to cry
That's
in the
what
video.
I thought.
Oh, no. This is different.
Totally different person.
It's a different blonde vlogger mom.
Far worse.
And what we found out is that though this wasn't really on our radar, like some of the other family vlog channels are, it very much was on a lot of, like, there was watchdogs following this channel because they knew something awful was going on here.
Swoop has a super long video detailing them
really?
within this past
When's
year.
that interview dropping? I want that interview,
She posted
girl.
today. I know. She posted today, like, the link to this because she was like, I'm finishing the Josh edit right now, but as of right now, watch this documentary I made on them.
I need the Josh interview, Swoop.
I need it as well.
Swoop,
I'm so
there
excited.
There it is. Swoop, there it is. Come on, come on.
I want the truth. Swoop's going to give the truth.
So this is her, and she is just a villainous fucking, like when you hear about people who become serial killers, they have moms like her. That's basically how I could describe her. And of course, what's the chosen profession? Family vlogger. And what is something that we always say needs regulation is actually sick, immoral by the very act of it existing without oversight or anything? Family vloggers.
Yeah.
Why is no...
So this guy's calling for government oversight of families taking videos of themselves? How exactly do you recommend the government police families videoing themselves? Like, what kind of fucking stupid statement is that?
Nobody regulating this? I don't know.
They're starting to. Remember, we talked about it.
Yeah. Illinois.
Use something. Yeah.
Yeah.
YouTube should care. I don't. I know they don't. Like, I know it's easy to say, but shouldn't they care? Like, there's been enough of these, man. Family vloggers? Why are we enabling these fucking freaks to farm cash off their abused children, man?
I think because it's just such a...
what are they talking about, though? Do I need to go back further?
It's such a blurry line, which is the problem. But, like, I mean, obviously this content is not for me. I don't watch family vlog channels. I have to imagine that there are plenty out there that are wholesome and fairly innocent.
You just don't know, though.
It's just...
but...
Yeah, there's some good cops, too.
There's just too much of a gray area.
Yeah, I agree.
That, that point doesn't even really matter.
See, that statement right there is why this guy's a fucking retard. Oh, so there's some good cops, too. Yeah, 98, 99% of them. Dumb shit. It's not some, it's the majority.
Yeah, but just I'm thinking from YouTube's perspective of, like, these are big channels. They're generating a lot of traffic, a lot of revenue. That's how they always look at it.
I'm not saying like ban
I think
them.
they're from YouTube point of view, they're probably just thinking it's not our responsibility, so somebody else should deal with it.
Yeah, that usually is their point of view.
I remember a long time ago, YouTube was like, we're standing up for fair use. And now when creators get sued for fair use, we're going to help pay for their legal fees. I don't believe they ever did a single fucking thing for that.
Huh.
Where's my legal fees,
Well,
fuckers?
We've learned that we wanted to do that too, and it's quite difficult.
Yeah. So anyway, so let me take you through what actually happened here with passengers of 5. By the way, or 8 passengers, which, by the way, the name itself is a little...
Yeah.
8 passengers?
Well, you just...
It sounds like when they announced like how many people died in a crash. There were 8 passengers aboard, and nobody survived.
It is very removed.
Makes me think of 8 personalities.
8 personalities.
8 psychopaths.
Like Dexter Morgan had his dark passenger.
Right.
She's got 8.
Oh, there's 8 passengers in her psyche.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that, actually.
She's fucked. She got 8. So they're Mormon. Oh my God.
Great.
They're Mormons from Utah.
Easy.
great.
I mean,
at.
dude, I've watched a lot of Mormon. fucked up
Listen,
shit.
I've watched Salt Lake City Housewives.
I saw a documentary about.
I know a lot about them now.
Murder in the Mormon Church is a Netflix documentary.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Dude, the Mormons get up some weird shit in their secret chambers. They have secret chambers where they do.
If you're talking about the girl on the screen having a strange, she's got a strange face also. She's just strange. It's a weird chick.
Do their underpants ceremonies, and they do weird shit there, bro.
Have you ever seen the videos from those?
It's so
No.
creepy and
Yeah,
weird.
so bizarre.
Somebody did a secret cam into the secret chambers of the Mormon church.
Yeah.
It's very odd.
Mm.
It's
Bro,
very,
can
very
we get
odd.
to it? Let's go.
Because like what they do
faster,
in the
bro.
deep inner circle is very different than what they project outwardly.
Mm-hmm.
It's very secretive and very different. Kind of like Scientology was in a way.
Mm.
And if you're offended by that, just remember that it's not really that different from your religion. Oh God, stop being an edgy atheist, Ethan. But I mean, you know.
An
Believe in God. I'm not here to
edgy
convince you there's no God, okay? Do your
atheist?
thing.
Believe
He
in
just called himself an edgy atheist? You're a fucking moron, bro. That's what you are. You're a moron. I mean, Mormons are a cult. So are all religions. But you're a moron if you're an atheist. If you believe that we were primordial soup and we grew, like, you're just dumb. You're just dumb. We checked out your other link you sent me already, Amik. And now we're getting into this one, but I'm not sure what we're supposed to be getting into.
Yeah, believe in God.
Yeah, we're here to convince
God
you.
did.
God did. Well, let's follow the story, and then you'll stop believing in God real fast. According to records from Washington County Sheriff, Ruby was arrested under suspicion of 2 counts of intentional aggravated child abuse. Her husband was also
76% of 23andMe health customers surveyed reported taking healthier action.
arrested for the same thing.
No, her business partner.
Oh, business partner
Yeah.
Jody. That's the girl she did the podcast with?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So they arrested her business partner, who I'll introduce later.
Mm.
As of right now, they don't know if her husband was involved or not.
Yeah.
He's probably, based on what I'm saying, he's probably just a victim of hers too.
Oh, okay.
She's like
Really?
a real
Is
sucker.
that crazy?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It was reported. Okay, this is probably triggering. So
Trigger warning.
it's not super graphic. It's just really disturbing.
Okay.
It was reported that a child climbed out of Jody's home window and ran to neighbors for help.
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
The child asked the neighbor for food and water. The child also had duct tape wrapped around their wrists and ankles.
What the fucking?
A YouTube family vlogger?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, that's what the fuck's
That's
going
some
on here.
weird shit,
Wow.
The
bro.
neighbor also noticed that the child was malnourished, emaciated, and had open wounds.
Needed to be emancipated.
This is straight up like horror movie stuff, like Dateline shit.
Dateline. Yeah.
Probably will be in.
So
Yeah.
after the child was taken to the hospital, another child was recovered from the home and also needed medical care.
What?
The family vlogging channel, 8 passengers, they had 2.5 million subs,
Wow. That's crazy.
but it was taken offline earlier this year for unknown reasons. And I'd like to know, something had to be going down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's these clips under this number. A lot of people started criticizing them when they started picking up on these things,
Mhm.
and after a few more instances, it was just vanished. Like their channel just vanished.
So what happened? Were they punished? Did they leave? Were they getting like probably child protective services checking in on them?
Yeah,
But
they may have gotten CCP. Protective services show up at their house and freaked out and wanted to like delete the evidence or something.
Well,
Or
maybe
YouTube took it off.
the thing is like, and as far as I can tell, this is their primary source of income, and that's what's so fucked up about this. She's depending on her kids
Mhm.
for income. That's just perverted, you know. So the
Mhm.
channel goes offline, and then she goes, ballistic on her kids. Then the very nature of the relationship does not make sense. I'm sorry. The family vlogging is fucked by default. I don't care how
Yeah.
wholesome the family is. You're using your kids.
My problem is that the kids cannot fully consent because they don't really know the meaning of it long
Yeah.
term for their whole life.
Well, would you say the same thing about kids in Hollywood movies?
Maybe.
The majority of which do get fucked up, by the way. It seems like.
Yeah, I
mean,
might
they have pretty bad
say the
outcomes.
same thing about them. Yeah.
I think that there is an argument to be made for that. At least in Hollywood, there are years of these cases of severe abuse that have led to regulation. And also, when it comes to that, there is still, I mean, obviously a parent can still kind of like manipulate their kid into it. But I think that there is an important distinction between going through an audition process, going to a set, a professional.
What regulation are they looking for to police parenting? Obviously, all parents aren't good. Obviously, parents do fucked up shit. But why are we talking about getting the government involved in parenting? Can you name one place or one time in history that was ever a good idea? What is wrong with lefties thinking that the government is going to fix everything that they don't like? and solve every problem. It's the government. They're functionally useless. The only thing they're good at is murder and theft. So if you're looking for them to steal something or kill something, you call the government. Otherwise, the government is not going to help you. They're going to make it worse.
Professional setting and shooting something versus having every moment of your life at home.
At home.
Right.
Yeah.
It's that mixture of home.
There is no boundary
There's
whatsoever.
no boundary, which I think that's what makes it particularly
nefarious,
yes.
nasty thing to do to your kids, man. So here is previous clips that surfaced, I guess, when people started noticing something was off about this family. And I think we may have watched these at the time, but this was a couple years ago. So here is the lady, the mom. Let me turn up the quality. Is it so low? Or is this just the
I think, well, because these are
re-uploads.
Yeah, because
probably.
the channel was taken down. So
Yeah.
these are like compilations that people had made of re-uploads.
Mhm.
So here she is.
Eve did not pack a lunch today, and can I bring a lunch over to the school?
This
This happens quite often
6 years old. She's talking about her daughter.
when you're raising children, because I know that her teacher is uncomfortable with her being hungry and not having lunch, and it would ease her discomfort if I came to the school with lunch. But I responded and just said, Eve is responsible for making her lunches in the morning, and she actually told me she did pack a lunch. So the natural outcome is she's just going to need to be hungry. And hopefully nobody gives her food and nobody steps in and gives her a lunch.
But my parents did the same shit to me.
Really?
But they weren't like, nobody feed him. My parents, dude, they set me out on my own so early.
Yeah, like I don't get the issue with that. She's a parent. This is how she's choosing to teach her child to be responsible. If it's a 6-year-old child, that's probably not appropriate. I mean, what is a 6-year-old going to make themselves for lunch? Unless the mom has all the stuff, she's just supposed to, grab a juice box and pack it up.
But there was
6?
food. Yeah, probably no, they didn't do it at 6. What's 6? Like first grade, kindergarten?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, they didn't. They didn't cut me loose that early. More like in middle school. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, can you imagine your beautiful, precious 6-year-old? It's off, right? It's pretty off. Pretty off.
It was very off, yeah.
What is this? There's a whole worst moments compilation.
Yeah, the two I linked are the most damning.
Okay, so there's that one, which is like, damn, so callous to your poor child. Jeez, man. I guess this is probably her. She's very young.
Yeah.
That's sad.
I bet.
Here's this one too. And this shit was so normalized that she thought this was fine to share.
Right. It was taken away for 7 months and then you give it back like a couple weeks ago.
Yes, I do remember this clip.
Yeah.
You've been sleeping on a beanbag.
I was sleeping on a beanbag since October, and I gave my room back like 2 weeks ago. Oh, I'll give you the reason why I lost my bedroom. I think so. I think it's the reason. At least this is the reason that's in my head. It's pretty funny, but now I look back, I think it's pretty depressing.
No, we never told our viewers.
I woke Russell up at 2 in the morning and told him that we're going to Disneyland and he has to pack. And he got up and made his bed all neatly and then packed all his clothes in a suitcase. And then he walked out the door and I'm like, Russell, and he's like, what? And he's all happy. Has his sunglasses on.
Do you think it's
She took his room away for 7 months for doing a admittedly mean prank on his little bro, but not that crazy. This is brother shit.
funny? Because
And then I walked out.
if you think it's funny, then that was 7 months ago. Maybe you need longer without a bedroom.
It was not fun.
That's insane.
Russell got the big bedroom and Chad got the smaller bedroom. And Russell's bigger bedroom also had a bathroom. But what you guys didn't know was Chad didn't get any room. He didn't get anything. He was sleeping on the floor in the family room. Abby, we took the phone away from Abby.
7 months.
How do we fix that, Dan? What?
How do you fix what? They're a house with 8 kids. They obviously don't have a 9-bedroom house. So they play room shuffle. And if you're an asshole kid, you don't get a room? Okay. What's the issue? Bones Mama says, I wouldn't be mad if someone gave her a sandwich, but that's so young. Yeah, I mean, at 6, that's definitely crazy young to be doing that. Overall, the principle is correct. You got to teach your kids responsibility. But, yeah, 6 is definitely a little young. I don't think we've ever taken our kids' bedrooms away. We've taken their doorknobs off. You know what I mean? So they don't have privacy. That's not obviously not the same thing, but
What is it? A piece of hardware or cable or what?
I'm not exactly
It's-
sure.
We're back.
Yeah, you're good. I think.
Oh, excuse me. So here she is, I guess, bragging about how she punishes her kids.
In November.
Oh,
And
that's not
you may never get the phone back.
Probably not.
No, I don't know.
So there's little things, you know. Although very much the tip of the iceberg in terms of what
Really?
she's actually capable. Like you could see that and be like, these people are dysfunctional as shit.
Yeah.
But I would never dream that it was actually as bad as it was from those two clips. In 2020, Frank announced that she'd be starting a new channel with her business partner, Jody, who's a therapist, called Connie Zions. And now, again, this is the other girl who was arrested for child abuse. Her business partner, the therapist. Oh, God, it just got... Wait, this was up the other day. When did it
Yeah,
get...
the channel was taken down yesterday.
Whoa.
Mhm.
Do we have any re-uploads or anything?
Yes, right here.
Some label this therapy mommy support group as a cult because it teaches... has been labeled... as a cult because its teachings have been labeled as damaging, extreme, and hurtful. One example is they teach that children should not be loved unconditionally and that kids do not deserve privacy from their parents. Oh, that's an interesting take. Kids do not deserve unconditional love.
Wow.
That's crazy. Well, yeah, no, I'll tell you
So
what.
inspirational.
Yeah, of course your kids
You don't
fucking
get-
hate you and you hate your kids when that's your attitude. I owe you nothing.
I don't know what that means. They
Oh,
don't
is this the right link?
deserve
Why have so many
unconditional
kids when
love.
you
What
hate
does
them?
that
You
mean?
don't get personal space.
That is one question, you know, and I think it's just cruelty.
Mm-hmm.
She just likes having these little toys, slaves, power. It's really, really pathological.
Because this is my space, because I'm the parent.
Let me go back a little bit.
You don't get personal space, because this is my space, because I'm the parent. If you want your own personal space, you'll need to get your own space. This is mine. And
What does that mean? Buy a house to an 8-year-old?
as long as you're living in my home, it is my job to know everything about you. You don't get to sneak, you don't get to hide, you don't get to have secrets. Not in my house.
Do you see how loving that is?
There was a time, I'll find a photo I had just had.
And again, she's putting this out there like, I'm a good mom.
What is the issue? Kids aren't allowed to have secrets. What is the issue with that? You think your children are entitled to what? Their own lives and to make their own decisions? And what are we talking about? Of course your children aren't allowed to have secret lives. But Bones Mama, yeah, you did the right thing there. You got to nip that in the bud for sure. You got to nip that in the bud for sure.
Russell, and Julie was just crying a lot and whiny, and one day I looked at her and I'm like,
You just stink.
she had like peed her pants or something. And it's just because she was being
Neglected because I was totally paying attention to the new baby.
Oh my God.
Mm.
What?
What?
That's, what?
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Dude, that's really fucked.
Yeah.
Again, this is the other girl who was arrested for child abuse. Her business partner, the therapist. Oh God, it just got... Wait, this was up the other day. When did it
Yeah,
get...
the channel was taken down yesterday.
Whoa. Group as a cult because it teaches... has been labeled as a cult because it's not deserve privacy from the parents. Oh, that's an interesting take. Crazy. Well, yeah, attitude. I owe you nothing. Oh, is this the right link?
Why have so many kids when you hate them?
You don't get
No, these crazy liberals definitely don't have kids. They're probably trying to save the environment by not breeding when they're just not capable of reproducing.
That is one question, you know, and I think it's just cruelty.
Mm-hmm.
She just likes having these little toys, slaves, power. It's really, really pathological.
because I'm the parent. If you want your own personal space, you'll need to get your own space. This is mine. And
What does that mean? Buy a house to an 8-year-old?
as long as you're living in my home, it is my job to know everything about you. You don't get to sneak, you don't get to hide, you don't get to have secrets. Not in my house.
Do you see how loving
I
that
don't know.
is?
I agree with that.
There was a time, I'll find a photo I had just had.
And again, she's putting this out there like, I'm a good mom.
Russell, and Julie was just crying a lot and whiny, and one day I looked at her and I'm like,
You just stink.
she had like peed her pants or something. And it's just because she was being
Neglected because I was totally paying attention to the new baby.
Oh my God.
Mm.
What?
What?
That's, what? God.
Mm.
It's
What?
just because she was being
Neglected because I was totally paying attention to the new baby.
Oh my God.
Mm.
Julie was just crying a lot and whiny, and one day I looked at her and I'm like,
You just stink.
she had like peed her pants or something. And it's just because she was being
Neglected because I was totally paying attention to the new baby.
Oh my God.
Mm.
What?
What?
That's,
I
what?
rewound it. I listened to it a few times. I don't get it. They're saying one of the kids peed themselves. And was that the dad saying I didn't notice because I was paying attention to the baby? I don't understand what that was about.
Dude, that's really fucked.
Yeah.
But no, do you have any re-uploads of their channel she had with the therapist? The channel that was removed.
Before it was taken down. I didn't grab anything. Let me see if I can grab.
Connie
That was
Zions.
part of their teaching.
That girl's
So I
wearing
have
so
a
much
whole Google
makeup.
Doc
It's
that
crazy.
the eldest daughter put together with fans to help prove the abuse.
Oh, so the eldest daughter, is she someone in this photo? Or is she like gone?
I'm guessing she's in this photo. Let me see.
The eldest daughter of the family posted on Instagram stories praising and thanking law enforcement for finally stepping in. Apparently they were trying to get someone to help them for a long time.
Wow.
Here is a document that she compiled.
Yes, she's on the far right of that photo.
Oh, this is her.
Okay.
Yeah, in the orange jacket.
Allegedly, this was started by
Allegedly,
her.
this is her.
This doc was started by her, but that's what I'm saying.
So is this what she posted on her Instagram story?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not really alleged. She posted it through her story, right?
Oh, I think you're talking about the Google.
I'm talking about the doc.
Yeah, aspect.
I'm just finding out about the doc right now.
Okay, so here's this. Okay, here's her stories. The eldest daughter. She says, finally. Can you imagine?
Wow.
It's so sad.
Hi all, today has been a big day. Me and my family are so glad justice is being served. We've been trying to tell the police and CPS for years about this.
Wow.
So glad they finally decided to step
Why
up.
would they take so long?
The system is broken.
I mean, how do you, if you really have an evil fucking witch of a mom,
Yeah.
like I got to assume that can be pretty deceptive about all that stuff.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
but I don't know. I would have to know the details of like,
Yeah.
who did they talk to? How many times did they complain?
Yeah.
Because if you have like a few complaints from the kids, then like,
But me and my family are so glad that justice is being served. Your family includes your mom and dad. So does she mean me and my brothers and sisters are glad justice is being served? I don't get it.
you need to look into that more.
The verbiage of finally decided to step up makes me think that it took them a second to care.
I have no problem believing that
Now, don't get me wrong. If this girl is abusing children in any way, I'm all for her being shot. That's no problem. So, I'm just not sure they're questioning here their train of thought.
the police are incompetent fucking
Yeah.
losers. They don't care about anything. The kids are safe, but there's a long road ahead. Please keep them in your prayers and also respect their privacy. I need your help. If you have links to any questionable or concerning connections or 8 passengers videos, please DM them to me. It's too much for me to sort through myself. More specifically, connection stuff. We are aware of most of the 8 passenger things already.
I don't really know what that is.
This is the podcast with her freak
Okay.
partner that was arrested, who's a
Okay.
therapist. That's a shame. I was just looking at that channel.
Oh.
I wonder if it was YouTube or them that removed it. Probably them. So here's the document.
Why is this guy
It's really
so
well organized. You
twitchy,
scroll down,
bro?
it's the
What
columns of
drugs
channel
is
it
this
was on,
guy
what
on?
occurred in the
dude?
video.
You guys see this guy tweaking and twitching and fucking doing weird shit? Like, what is wrong with this guy, bro? Go
What,
take your medicine.
close? Well, if showing this doc in a gift, like, is this safe to show to so many people? If people can just go in there and edit it, probably not best to blast
yeah,
it.
definitely not. If it's editable,
Well, if maybe, hopefully you need permission or something.
why do we have permissions?
To edit it, I'll check just to know if not. Every time I open it, it closes though. I'm not sure what's going on with it.
That's weird.
Just force closes the browser.
Yeah, a lot of people agree and also confirm from personal experience that parents like this can be super.
AG1 is so much more than a greens powder. In one single scoop, it delivers daily
deceiving and
Yeah.
manipulative and like.
I mean, they're sociopaths.
Yeah.
That's what they do. That's what they're good at.
So it's hard to get out of that.
It's freezing on me now too. So some tools may be unavailable due to high traffic.
Well, if there's anything interesting in there, just pull it.
Yeah.
You know. God damn it! It keeps closing my document. 1 sec. I'm just opening my document. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate that. All right, here it is. So, the eldest Ruby's sister Bonnie posted a video on YouTube where she says, "It feels like a weight has been lifted as we now know our nieces and nephews are safe." That video has also been taken offline for unknown reasons. Ruby's siblings posted this joint statement on their Instagram this morning. Jeez. Let's see. For the last 3 years, we have kept quiet on the subject of our sister Ruby Frank, for the sake of her children. Behind the public scene, we've done everything we could to try and make sure the kids were safe. We wouldn't feel right about moving forward with regular content without addressing the most recent events. Wait, are they also content creators? Looks like they are.
So it sounds like.
They
Yes.
are definitely. Maybe just take that as a sign to get a new fucking job.
Yeah, they should stop.
You know what I mean? We wouldn't feel right about moving forward with regular content without addressing the most recent events. Once we do, we will not be commenting on it further. Oh, that's good for you. Ruby was arrested, which needed to happen. Jody was arrested, which needed to happen. The kids are now safe, which is the number one priority. This statement's a little sus.
Yeah. A little convenient.
And again, I don't know this.
The whole thing is
particulars,
sus,
so
bro.
This is just my opinion here. She says, for the last 3 years, we have kept quiet on the subject. Is that implying that they knew?
Yeah.
Did they like collab? Were they doing cross collabs and shit?
The chat is saying that the whole family is vloggers, so.
See, that's fucking. That's not. You guys gotta give that up. It's time to move on. So this is her sister. It looks like her.
Yeah, that's what doesn't make sense. So if the whole family is vlogging and they're all public people, why were they not able to get this out? Seems like he could have made an Instagram post 3 years ago. This is weird.
This was from 2 days ago. Well, our plan was to do a podcast today, but little Miss June slept until 11, and I decided to do laundry instead. Leave your podcast request below, and we will start knocking them out. She's still 11? That's unusual for a baby. So I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. Yo, what the fuck, bro?
What the hell?
What?
No.
Y'all are mean.
I didn't say anything.
No.
I didn't say a damn thing. The baby is precious. She is so beautiful. My God, perfect angel. My God, beautiful smile.
So does she have other sisters that also make content?
So
'Cause that's
apparently,
what it sounds like.
Okay, so here's her one sister who's like, we ain't got nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
My family vlog's the good one. I love him. He's my fave.
He looks like the LeBrant dude.
He does.
Yeah.
It's the J's. I bet they're super religious too, huh? They're like super Christian.
Mormon.
Oh yeah, they're Mormon, so they are super religious.
Adult incest.
Oh yeah, that totally jives. They've got a Mormon glaze.
Yeah.
Like
the Mormons. Well, I've
Like
learned
they're
about it
coated
from
in plastic.
Housewives. they strive to look perfect. Yeah, that's part of like their thing.
What's your argument?
You can tell there's like a sheen, like their eyes are just.
It's really important for them to look perfect.
It's just like it's just like saran wrapped. It's a Mormon. It's the Mormon glaze. You'll see it. You'll know it when you see it.
You'll
I
notice
know
now.
exactly what you're talking about.
I do too.
Yeah, no, I get it.
man.
I know what you
They're
mean.
sparkly.
Okay.
They
dude,
both got it.
He literally looks like he could be the LeBrant dude's brother.
They might know each other. Shit, you never know. Small world in the family vlogging world.
Brother and sister want to make love?
Okay.
Dennis, please.
And then they got their kids in suits. Like, I'm sorry, that's so Mormon. Family vacation and you got them dressed up in a suit? Leave these fucking kids alone. Montana,
What's your
you took them to Montana and made them put on a suit? Stop it. Maybe it's just a family photo. People who do, okay, I'm not going to say too much. I'm just saying, man. This dude is glazed the fuck up like a damn donut.
So all three sisters have channels.
Oh, okay.
That's really fucked up.
That's so interesting.
That's really fucked up.
Let's find the other one.
Yeah, so here's one. They cross-posted. So here's the other one, Julia. Let's check out if they're glazed up. Here they are. Here's the happy couple.
see it.
You said. Let me see if I can find a more glazed photo.
I don't understand what they're talking about.
He
What
can't
does
hide it. He's not good at
glazed
hiding
up
it.
mean?
She does. She's glazed, but he's not good at glazing up. You know what I mean? The wrinkles, the eyes, something in him betrays the glaze.
He's sneaking drinking coffee on the side there.
Or maybe it's not. It's because he's not a perfect Aryan human being like all these other people we looked at.
Do they all have a bunch of children?
That's part of the Mormon thing too.
Yeah, like pro-life.
Just repopulate the earth, bro.
Pro-life, pro-abuse.
Right, bro. You gotta have that baby so I can duck tie it up. And
They're saying
starve it.
Bonnie's another influencer sister, so
There's
another one.
There's a third one. And so that one wasn't involved in the statement. Okay, let's check out this glaze.
Where's Bonnie?
I think
This one's glazed. He's more glazed up here.
So what are the actual allegations, though? Like, what happened to the children?
I didn't
Why
know
were
looking
they
at these pictures of
duct
their kids is
taped?
so intimate. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, this is not for me.
Bonnie's the one whose video was taken down.
Oh, she made a video about it.
Yeah, where she said that she insists that the family did as much as they could.
They're probably getting a lot of shit. But again, it does make me wonder. You have to admit that the Daru Crew vlogs. It's the Daru. I'm sorry, y'all made this. You made this banner.
The Daru Crew?
Like y'all made this banner and put it up.
The banner seems okay.
What's wrong with the banner?
Glazed.
It is glazed.
That's what you want for a family vlog. You want it glazed up.
Here, let's look at the newest, the most popular uploads. They're all
Daru Crew is a catchy name too, I gotta say.
24
Daru
hours with a
Crew.
2-month-old, and then what happens after the 24 hours? Are you done?
24-hour challenge.
You give it back. Oh, let's see the glaze. Let's see the glaze.
All right, you ready to talk about baby names?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's the glazed version of us.
You think so?
Talking about baby names.
You guys had a different timeline.
And look at the Jesus. So they're totally all about God.
Yeah.
Jesus said, "Thou shalt duct tape thy child's legs and hands, and starve thy children if they disobey."
All right, but are these the people that duct taped the child? So I don't understand why he's side tangenting it off 4 families later and still accusing them of the same thing. Oh, that's right. Because everybody that's religious does this. Like, what is this idiot talking about?
Hey, Jesus said, "Thou shalt force your kids into slavery. Make as much money from them as possible, Lord." And don't forget in Ezekiel 25:7, where they said, "Starve your children to death if they do not obey every command." In Jesus' name, amen.
Hope here said that the
This
Rus
guy's
are the most
fucking
normal out of
annoying
all
me.
the siblings. So let's look
Are
at
these
the
the
other one.
Ruse?
Yeah.
I just want to get this glaze on. The Drew Crew.
Dude, you know who that guy kind of looks like?
We thought it would be fun.
Hold on. This is a young Mitt Romney, who's also a Mormon glazer.
Oh,
He
shit.
looks just like Mitt Romney as a young man.
Oh.
And Super Cat
Yeah.
Ariel King said Colleen's brother Chris has 6 kids and are still family vlogging.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. If you could make a list of all these successful family bloggers, and you start making tie-in and seeing who they're involved with and what the fuck they've been up to, idiot. It just ain't right, man. It takes a special kind of parent, because you know, if you're sane, you know in the back of your mind that what you're doing is not good for that.
I think they're in denial. They're convincing themselves that they're just like they're seeing the money and they're, you know,
I guess
justifying in their head.
they could rationalize, like, I get to be with my kids all day,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
Let's see the glaze.
To talk about our kids' names and where they came from.
Why is
you
this
have
guy
asked,
so
we are
fucking
going to start with
twitchy,
Emma.
bro?
Do you want to do that?
He's judging y'all.
Alright, well, we're not going to go through the rest of that because I can't watch this twitchy fucking retarded liberal mouth off some dumb shit any longer. I mean, I do agree with them, kind of, sort of, that it's not really right to be, I don't know. That's, how do I feel about family vlog channels? I don't know. I mean, personally, I would never do one. I would never put my kids out there like that. They're going to have wives and kids of their own someday, and they maybe not want their their entire childhood as public record. I don't know. How do you guys feel? Drink. How do you guys feel about family vlog channels? I'm not sure how I feel about it. I definitely feel that if anybody's abusing or harming children, we should string them up immediately. But I don't understand. All right, so Ruby Frank, a Utah family YouTuber, arrested on abuse charges after malnourished child and duct tape is found. All right, so Public Safety Department said Thursday they received a report of a juvenile in need of help at 10:50 Wednesday morning. Make this big for you guys. The juvenile was described as emaciated and malnourished, with open wounds and duct tape around the extremities. Condition of the juvenile was so severe that they were seen by Santa Clara Islands EMS and transported to a local area hospital. Evidence led officers to a nearby home where another juvenile was found in similar condition and taken to a local hospital for treatment. 4 minors were taken into the care of the Department of Child and Family Services following a search of the home where the emancipated juveniles were found. Frank and Hildebrandt were then arrested in connection with the incident. The 2 are still in custody. Representatives for Frank and Hildebrandt did not immediately respond to NBC News requests for comment. Santa Clara, Evans Public Safety Department, and Washington County Sheriff's Department also did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Frank rose to prominence in 2015 through the 8 Passengers YouTube channel, which featured her husband Kevin and 6 children. Following nearly 2.3 million subscribers, but was taken down earlier this year. It's unclear why the channel was removed from YouTube. So her strict parenting style had led some viewers to report them to authorities, and in June 2020, some viewers called local child protective services on the parents after the 15-year-old son Chad said in a video he had slept on a beanbag for 7 months. Okay. Ruby Frank told the outlet at the time that the sleeping arrangement were Chad's choice after being removed from his shared room with his younger brother for behavioral issues. Ruby Frank has also been faced backlash on videos which she refused to bring her then 6-year-old lunch after the child forgot to pack and threatened to throw away her child's prized possession. The eldest daughter, 20 years old, posted about her mother's arrest to her Instagram story on Wednesday night, who previously posted she was not in contact with her immediate family, shared an image of police officers with the caption, "Finally." And in another Instagram story, Sherry Frank said, "Hi all, today we have..." Yeah, we already read that one. All right, it sounds like this is the article that website was going through, because they basically followed the trajectory of that article almost exactly. They had their own videos pulled up. I'm just skimming through this here. They did say the neglect and the malnourishment of the child was severe. But aren't these kids like on vlog? Aren't they on camera all the time? If they were malnourished or whatever, wouldn't that show up on video? Arresting documents state that Frankie was seen on a YouTube video filmed in the residence just days before the incidents, which adds to Mrs. Frank being present in the home and having knowledge of the abuse, malnourishment, and neglect. Frankie did not speak with police and instead requested a lawyer. She was ordered to be held without bail in the Washington County Jail. The Department of Child and Family Services was contacted, and the statement from Santa Clara Evans Public Safety Department reads, "In a joint effort with the Springville Police Department, 4 minor children were taken into the care of the Department of Child and Family Services." Frank's oldest daughter, Sherry Frank, made a post on her Instagram account with a photo of the police caption, "Finally." "This is to a level that I don't think anyone understand," Paulson said. She was saying how she would send her daughter to school with no food. It was almost like she was bragging about it. That's not what she said. She recalled another time when Frank's son openly talked about his punishment on the channel. Okay, not a big deal. He was talking about how he had been sleeping on the floor on a beanbag chair, and his mom had taken away his bed and taken away his door, and he had been sent away to this like wilderness camp. It was kind of like every video, there was something to be shocked about. Her son couldn't walk until he was like 2.5 years old, and she never got him any help, and she admitted that. And at one point, he had fallen off a couch, and she dropped him, but he had gotten no physical therapy or anything. In an email from 2020, the attorney wrote, "We represent the family vlog channel 8 passengers who continue to be harmed by defamatory videos uploaded to YouTube about our client. In addition to reputational and financial damage to my clients, the videos uploaded by Your client have resulted in harassment of my client and even inspired a baseless child protective services visit to their home with traumatized their children. They always say if you see something, say something, and in this case, when people said something, they were threatened. So many other people besides me received letters from those attorneys, said Paulson. I think it's heartbreaking for the community that watched this family. Yeah, when you see something, say something, that means you call the authorities. That doesn't mean that you post your own YouTube video to publicly talk shit. Oh, that was gross. All right, interesting story. I don't really know what to believe. But obviously there was some shenanigans going on. If the kid was malnourished and climbed out a window to get food and water from a neighbor, I mean, that's some fucking... That's some crazy shit right there. That's definitely some crazy stuff.